Fans are getting excited, but as Righty says, I know it's early days, but they have a right to be, don't they?
Of course, you know, when you start the season like that, you know, scoring goals, not conceding, playing the right way, you know, with the new signings. So, of course, you're going to get excited, you know, top of the league. So, yeah, there's signs there. But, you know, it's only, you know, 3 games in. You know, a lot of football to be played. I'm sure the manager would want consistency. You know, can you do it in the next game and in the next game? What's important in that? But so far, yeah, fantastic start.
And I think as well, Steve, is that I think they'll learn a lot from last season. Remember, last season they had 3 games they started. It was a tough start. You know, Brentford was tough, and then they had Chelsea, Man City. Lost the 3 games, and I think they'll learn a lot from the experience of that. They won't take anything for granted, but from a fan's point of view, you've got to be excited about the way it's changing.
Very well done today. Just sum up for us how good a performance that was from Arsenal.
I think it was really solid from start to the end. Yeah, I think we come out and we dominate the game completely. We create some good chances, we score some good goals, and yeah, it looks good, looks solid. So I'm really happy for the 3 points again. So we have to keep going.
Pretty much the perfect start. 2 up after 11 minutes. Did the manager stress the importance coming here of getting out of the blocks quickly?
Yeah, of course. We know it's always difficult to come these places, and we've struggled before in these kind of games. And yeah, today was a lot better. And I think from the start we were so sharp and so aggressive, and yeah, it was a good performance from start to finish.
2 goals for you. You got 7 in all of last season. Are you looking to add more goals to your own game?
Yeah, always looking to improve, you know. So hopefully it can improve from last season and help the team even more. So yeah, that's the aim.
Has Gabriel Jesus forgiven you for taking the ball right off his toe for that second goal?
Yeah. He was okay with it. He said I was in a better position, so he was fine. And I tried to give him one back, but unfortunately it was close offside there in the end. But that's football.
So much already spoken about Gabriel Jesus, but his part in your first goal, in the build-up to that first goal, was that another classic example of what he is all about?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's not just about the goals. You know, he gives us so much in the play as well, and he drops down to combine, and yeah, he's brilliant in a lot of phases in the game. So it's amazing to play with him, and yeah, we're really lucky to have him here.
Well, congratulations, 3 games in. Arsenal are now top of the league. How much stronger do you feel you are for the players who've come in?
No, if you compare to last season, we're a little bit ahead at the moment. So yeah, it looks good, and but we have to stay calm. We have to stay humble, keep working hard, and yeah, take it game by game, and then we'll see where it takes us. But yeah, we're happy at the moment.
Martin, well done today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, terrific day for him personally and for Arsenal. So let's look at his goals and let's look at the role of Gabriel Jesus in that first goal that he was talking about there.
Yeah, because obviously you talk about your number 9 being a focal point, being strong. So strong there, and you think he's just going to lay it off. You know, gets across Lerma here and he gets in the position. This is really clever. That reverse pass is clever. Top players do that, and then you get a little bit like comes off the goalkeeper, and Odegaard gets the.
What it is as well, Jay, is like once he's got the ball here, he's looking to commit players.
Yeah.
You like to see the Bournemouth players be a little bit more, you know, like professional in their challenges, but he's just going past them and he's committing people. So in the end, Gabriel Martinelli gets the space and then Odegaard gets the tap in. But this is all about a centre forward, a focal point, like you say, just taking the game by the scruff of the neck and breaking lines with quality play.
That reverse pass was brilliant as well. Just have that awareness. So I thought he was going to shoot, and there's just that reverse pass. It's just brilliant.
And you can hear from the captain there what Jesus has done to the dressing room. Yeah. Not just his goals, but his all-round personality and character and mentality.
Yeah, but Steve, you get him and Zinchenko coming in, 8 medals, 8 Premier League medals. They're not coming into that dressing room to pose about. They're coming in to make a difference to mentality. And that's what people, like I say, point the finger at Arsenal in leaders and mentality and strength. And what they've showed them to have come in there and they've given that.
And the hunger that they've brought as well.
No, I think it's about standards, to be honest. These players that have been there and they've won trophies, they understand that the standards, not just one game, but can you do it the next game and having that consistency, you know, doing it on the training pitch, you know, day in, day out. And players that have won things, that's what they bring to a dressing room.
Second goal, you were convinced it was onside right from the start,
yeah,
of course.
I thought it was onside. I didn't think they needed to look at this one. But like, there's you know, again, this is what you want in respects of, like I say, that they weren't closing down Arsenal very well. Poor play from Lerma there. And then once this comes in, you know, you've got Jesus who's got enough time to take a touch, and it was a heavy touch, and there weren't anybody there to tackle. You could see there he's onside, but You know, and then Martin Odegaard, who again, we're seeing him in the box, Xhaka's in the box, there's like 5 players in the box there for Arsenal. And that is something that they've obviously been working on. You can see it there. Lerma's, like Jermaine pointed out, he's got to get closer into there. So as then when this ball goes round the corner, he can engage Ben Smith. He doesn't do that. And then, you know, it's a very easy goal from there. So much time, so much space. And, you know, they got punished for that. They got punished for it today, Bournemouth, because Arsenal are being more ruthless. They're taking the opportunities to put teams away if they get the opportunity.
Way too easy defending. It was almost like unopposed. You know, they get into areas, and like I said before about Lerma, you know, at some stage you've got to sense danger. You've got to get close to people, stop them from crossing, and it just seemed too easy. And like we said before, it could have been a lot more. I mean, you see here, Lerma's got him. You know, you pass him on, okay, fair enough, and then it's strange because he points there. It's more like he wanted him to go with a runner, but he has to go with a runner. That's your man. You go.
And then you see there though, Jay. Once he goes, then Pearson has got to be more aware of Odegaard, who's just standing in the box on his own. You know, so you know there's a lot of mistakes there for Fulham, but what you saw was an Arsenal team that were very ruthless today.
That's a good point. I mean, clinical. Seven goals in the last 2 games. Alone, something perhaps they weren't doing 12 months ago.
They didn't.
Because you know this Arsenal team are going to create chances. The way they play, they're going to get into areas where they're going to score goals. So it's a case of just being ruthless. You know, when you get the chances, take it. You know, and they scored 2 goals within 13 minutes, and after that, then you gain control, and then you can play.
At your tempo, yeah.
At your tempo, Bournemouth in second gear, really, because Bournemouth made it way too easy. I said before, I thought it would be aggressive from the start on the front foot, played in like a medium block. And then, from then it was too late.
So we know where the goal threat comes from, and you want more players in the box. However, William Saliba, he's had a terrific start to his career. Had only ever scored 1 goal in his life before today. Then the stage was his.
What a great goal, you know, for a centre half on the edge of the box, you know, on his weaker foot. You know, again, look at Arsenal, you see how many players they've got in the box. Once this comes out here, you're feeling like, who's he going to cut it back to? To be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be him there, but that, like we said, Jay, he's just helping that on. It's a beautiful help on. He's not tried to slash at it. He's not tried to like take the laces off of it. You know what I mean? He's just seen it come across, and he's just guided. Look at that, guide, brilliant goal of a striker. You know, and it's great because the Arsenal fans have got a new song for him, and you know he's just given them that so they could carry on singing. It's like an earworm for me now. What a great goal.
Sing the whole show.
Brilliant.
In terms of the defending, Bournemouth defended it right. As it comes into the box there's no contact. The box is full with red shirts. There's no contact, goes to the back post. The ball gets cut back. Surely now, when the ball gets cut back, it's right, someone go and engage and try and block. He probably could have took a touch. And he's just, like Wright said, just helped it on right into the top corner like he scores goals every week.
And for any Arsenal fans who haven't heard it, how does it go, the song again?
It's like a tequila, but obviously Saliba. It's a great song.
But listen, we talked about the 2 Premier League winners coming into the dressing room. We've talked about Jesus and Zinchenko. Watch Zinchenko's reaction when Saliba scores this. Watch him. Look at that.
I thought he's probably used to seeing that every week. I can't believe it.
He's surprised.
Do you know
imagine though? Because
he's weaker foot, that's why.
That's his weaker foot. You know, he's a centre half. He's coming up. You know, he's like 21.
I can't believe what he's done.
He starts his Premier League career as being amazing, and now he's seen him do that. He can't believe it. It's brilliant.
I'm going home.
That's brilliant.
And if you're watching your goal back and you just scored that, and you see one of your teammates do that,
I would love it. But that's, brilliant. I mean, that reaction is brilliant. Like we said, he was probably used to seeing it every week and that. But the fact that it's one of those ones. Maybe he was surprised that he scored. But no, it was a top finish and,
beautiful
and an overall good Arsenal performance.
And the fact he's played 3 games, William Saliba, and he's got his own song, does that say everything about the impact he's made?
I think so, yeah. I think we've been waiting for him to come. A lot of people wanted him to come a lot earlier, especially with the problems Arsenal had at centre-back last season. And so, you know, you have to say it again, Mikel and his staff have got to take a lot of credit for letting him go out again. He's now, like I say, a full French international. He's shown in 3 games, and again, you can't get too excited. He's shown in 3 games as a 21-year-old, the composure and everything that's that, you know, the winning of tackles, the duels, everything, and now scoring goals as well. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's good, and I think sometimes, you know, clubs have got to take credit for, like, you know, in terms of like recruitment, bringing the right players in. Can they play the right way, right mentality? 21 years old, you know, got to a fantastic start, and confidence is massive, you know, in a winning team. you know, not conceding goals, and get on the end of one.
Okay, well, we just showed you Alexander Zinchenko's reaction to William Saliba's goal. Let's hear from the man himself.
Reaction to the third goal. Saliba's finish took you by surprise, did it?
Oh my God, this guy is incredible, honestly. He's unbelievable. So I wish him to keep going like that. And then, honestly, I'm not the guy who's going to judge him, but looks like he's got unbelievable experience, you know, behind him. And he's incredible, honestly. I wish him to keep going, and then we will see what's going to happen.
Very well played today, Alex.
Thank you.
Thank you ever so much.
Genuine high praise that from the man himself.
Well, yeah, and we're talking about somebody who's, for the last 4 or 5 years, we've seen the caliber of player he's been around. So it is high praise. And like I said, that's not an easy finish. You can see he's surprised, but at the same time, you know, the way that Saliba's come in and, you know, he's under a lot of pressure in respect of Arsenal's defence and making sure that he can fit in there, you know, and he's done it, you know, and like he sees him probably every day and he's seeing great stuff, and then now him seeing that goal, he's probably thinking to himself, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what next? You know, it's brilliant, it's exciting, it's brilliant.
It's nice, it's good, especially younger players. When you first come into a football club, you want to, of course, you want to impress the fans and the manager, but at the same time, you want to impress the players that are around you. And obviously, when you see an interview like that, your teammates saying those sort of things about you, I'm telling you, it's massive for young players. It brings so much confidence because, yeah, it's important to impress everyone else, but first and foremost, you know, you got to impress your teammates, and you know that's brilliant.
Well said. Okay, here are the thoughts of the Arsenal manager, Mikel Arteta.
Mikel, wow. I mean, particularly the first half, first 15 minutes, you just absolutely dominated and scored 2 great goals.
Yes, we expected a very difficult game from the beginning, the way they came out against Aston Villa here in the first game. They were really dominant, really aggressive. We wanted to avoid that type of game. We imposed ourselves in the game. We were really efficient in ball possession. We were really efficient in the box when we scored the 2 goals. And then obviously the game, that gave us a lot of confidence to go through the game.
The touch, the turn, the run from Gabriel Jesus that led to the first goal was just absolutely top class.
Yeah, that's something that you don't train. That's individual talent. He's got that. He's playing with such a confidence. He was involved again in 2 of the 3 goals. I'm really happy. His contribution to the team has been phenomenal.
No one really expects that from a 20-year-old centre-half, William Saliba. I mean, I think he'd scored once for Nice last season. That was it in his senior career. That's a great goal.
But he's training every day to improve in every area, and the boxes is one area that he can still improve, and he's so eager and so willing to do it and so humble at the same time. I'm delighted. I think he's performing really, really well.
Just one quick question about Zinchenko, if I can, because we know Man City's fullbacks often end up playing as sort of midfielders, and Zinchenko plays like a roaming fullback, and that means that Granit Xhaka has to play a slightly different role, and it's working very well at the moment.
I think it's working well, and those relationships that are building, they are really natural. It flows in the right way, and people can occupy different spaces, which makes it more difficult for the opponent to pick it up. And we need to continue. There's still a lot of things that we have to do better.
Thank you, Mikel. Appreciate it.
And they do continue with Fulham, Villa, and then Manchester United. But they've got momentum at the moment, which is important at the start of a campaign.
Yeah. You know, you look at the start, you know, Palace and Leicester, they don't look like easy games away, you know, Palace away. You know, it could have been a tricky one like Brentford was. And then Leicester at home. You know, it's always a tough one, but Arsenal seem to get through. But then the way they've started with the Bournemouth, I fancied them to get something from Bournemouth today. And Fulham is brilliant because Fulham has started fantastically. So that's another test they're going to come up against, another test that someone like Saliba is going to come up against. Mitrovic, who's on fire at the moment, you know, Villa not playing well, and then, you know, Man United, we don't know what we're going to get. So you look at those games, and if I'm in that dressing room, I'm probably quite excited about all those games to come because of the confidence that the team are displaying at the minute.
As players as well, you know, when you're playing well and everything's going well, you're not conceding goals, you can't wait till the next game.
Don't even care.
You can't wait till the next game. Doesn't matter who you play against, you know, you just want the next one to come around quick so you can, you know, just continue and, you know, bring that to the next game, that next form and that. And like you said, you know, you fancy anyone, you know, when you're playing like that. You know, the boys are confident, scoring a lot of goals, you know, on to the next.
Talking of confidence, you heard Mikel Arteta say there, Gabriel Jesus is full of confidence. I just wonder, you two have been in that situation. When you're at a club and you're not playing as often as you'd like, even though he was at the top club, he's now the main man at this club. What does that do to your personality, to your overall confidence?
Honestly, it goes through the roof. It's like, going to Arsenal and then, coming from Palace, going to Arsenal, having to prove a lot to people that, yes, I can be the main striker here. And then actually getting there and doing it, you do feel like I could literally do anything on here. I feel like I could finish from anywhere because you get a confidence and a quality of player behind you that then believe in you as well and what you're capable of doing, that makes you feel like you're 10 foot tall. It's like you can feel that now with him. Like he said, he loved it at City, but he's come somewhere where he is given. He's a leader in the dressing room. He's leading by example, and that's what we're seeing. He's leading by example in the way he is, the way he speaks in his interviews, and the way he's playing. It's just like, it takes you to another level in respect to the confidence you have.
It takes off a lot of pressure as well, to be honest, because if he performed like that at City, he might not play the next game.
He probably wouldn't in some cases.
Exactly. So, and I think at City he probably thought, I have to score in every game. And then you get chances, you might snatch at chances, or you're so desperate to score because you feel like you have to score because I might not play the next game. Whereas now he knows, right, I'm the main man. If I get a chance and if I miss, no problem. I'll go again. And then he knows he's going to play the next game, and that's so important for a striker.